This is Hannibal here from the HannibalTV.com with a daily wrestling news update, and there's a lot of news. Reportedly, CM Punk was backstage at the Allstate Arena before Raw last night, met with Triple H, The Miz, and a few other wrestlers, and then was asked by WWE to leave the building so they couldn't get allegations of contract interference, as he is still under AEW contract for a couple more years, doing a good job here of getting people talking about him. I have to give him credit for that. But AEW is not using him. He's one of many sitting at home, like Lance Archer, and Rusev, Jake Roberts. They just brought Arn Anderson back in AEW, but he'd been sitting at home for a while too. WWE, this I don't understand, and honestly, the WWE network in Canada sucks. I don't think I'll be keeping mine much longer. But this is one of the reasons why I hate modern wrestling. They're bringing in another world title. They've gone to all this trouble of having a world title that means something by having Roman Reigns going undefeated for so long. And now I guess Triple H announced on Raw they're creating another world title. So there's once again going to be two world champions. So I don't get it, because there's so much crossover on both shows. Why you need two world champions? It just makes the world title mean less. I really don't understand that. Hello there from the UK, where AEW is going for their big show in August, and Wardlow has publicly said now that he wants to wrestle Goldberg, who very well could be on that UK show in Ottawa. Wardlow is in August. A little early for me still. By the way, apparently the Raw show last night had 12,300 in attendance. Ric Flair has called Vince McMahon his hero on the Joe Rogan podcast when he was asked about McMahon's sexual misconduct scandal. By the way, McMahon is still he's working remotely, but he's still doing the creative for Raw. I guess he rewrote a bunch of it, and it is his prerogative to do that. Apparently, Ric Flair, some guy I've never heard of from WWE, is publicly saying he was asked for and denied his release. Try working a real job for a while, or go on the indies, where half the time the promoters try and short you or not pay you at all, and see how much fun it is. But yeah, I never get these people that sign contracts for these cushy WWE jobs that publicly ask for their release. I mean, that it's unprofessional, and like, if you weren't getting a push before by putting out tweets like this, you're definitely not going to get a push. They'll probably use you in negative ways. Apparently, New Orleans police have issued an arrest warrant for former UFC star Nate Diaz after he got into a melee at a boxing event he was appearing at over the weekend. So that's about it. Piper wants to make a little appearance. She's still in her sweater, because she recently got shaved. Somebody says Cody Rhodes will get this title. Yeah. Again, is this really going to be the same thing? If Cody wins this new title, is it going to mean as much as if he had beat Roman Reigns? I mean, everyone gets a trophy. Yeah. I mean, I heard on the Wrestling Observer radio recently them talking about everyone's had such long title reigns lately. Like the Usos had the long title reigns. Gunther apparently is having a long title reign. When there's so many long title reigns too, it makes the long title reign that Roman Reigns is having a little bit less significant. But definitely to create another world championship, I definitely don't agree with that. Drew McIntyre is ill. And by the way, apparently this new Saturday AEW Collision show is most likely going to air on TNT. Thank you. And by the way, tonight at 7 p.m., I have Mustafa from ECW, New Jack's old partner. Then tomorrow night, Wednesday at 9 p.m., Chubby Dudley, one of the Dudleys from ECW. And Thursday at 1 p.m., Kevin Sullivan, who I have not interviewed for a while, will be doing an interview with me live. And we'll be taking some fan questions as well. And then he's going to do another one with Jack Kilby next Tuesday. Since the recent Jack Kilby, Kevin Sullivan podcast that they did the other week ended up being more about the King of Connecticut than Kevin Sullivan. So they're going to go at it again. And of course, Kevin Sullivan, in less than 2 weeks, will be managing the Blood Hunter against James Storm, the Great North Wrestling event in Ottawa. Tickets are on sale at ticketweb.ca now, or get them at the door. Wes Briscoe will also be on hand, as well as many other stars. So we're looking forward to that.
Thank you for watching the Hannibal TV. Please like this video if you enjoyed it, and click the subscribe